Your life won't change until your thoughts do. One paragraph, one idea, can turn your entire direction around. These 6 books contain the ideas that will rebuild the way you think about money, opportunity, and success. Number 1, Think and Grow Rich. This will get you started. It touches the first thing that needs to be built, which is your mindset. Napoleon Hill explains that before wealth appears in reality, it must exist as desire, belief, intention, and relentless focus. His famous idea is that desire is the birthplace of greatness. Not talent, not luck, desire. This book trains your subconscious to look for opportunities instead of excuses. It gives you the mindset foundation for everything that comes next. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This is the book that starts turning you into an owner, not just a worker. Kiyosaki explains money in a way schools never do. You learn the difference between assets and liabilities, how the rich buy cash flowing assets, how to build multiple streams of income, and why thinking like an investor matters more than having a high salary. Here's the truth most people avoid. If you never learn to think like an investor, you'll work your whole life, only to remain a high-paid employee. This book gives you the mental shift that builds wealth, not just income. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie is a timeless guide to building better relationships, both socially and professionally, by first improving your behavior. Carnegie's core principles revolve around showing genuine interest in others, listening more than you speak, using people's names, smiling, and making others feel valued through sincere appreciation. He teaches you to avoid criticism, own your mistakes, and guide people in a way that makes them feel good about cooperating. It's a book about influence through empathy, respect, and emotional intelligence, skills that transform how you connect with anyone. 0 to 1. On my list is 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel. Thiel, the co-founder of PayPal, argues that the best businesses don't win by competing in existing markets. They win by creating entirely new ones. The title 0 to 1 represents building something that didn't exist before, instead of going from 1 to n, which is just copying what already works and trying to improve it slightly. This idea shifted my mindset completely. When you're just starting out, the natural instinct is to look at what's already successful and simply replicate it. You see a creator, a business model, or a product working well and think, I'll just do that, only better. But Thiel says that's actually the toughest path. Competing in an existing market means fighting for scraps. His view on competition really stood out to me. He says, competition is for losers. When you're in a crowded space, you're battling for attention, undercutting on price, and your margins shrink. But when you create something unique, your own 0 to 1, you can build a monopoly in your niche. That reframed how I think about business. I stopped asking, what are others doing and how can I improve it? And started asking, what can I create that doesn't exist yet? So if you're thinking about launching something and you're stressed about how crowded your market is, this book will show you why that might be the wrong question entirely. Blue Ocean Strategy. If 0 to 1 teaches you to innovate, this book shows you how to dominate an uncontested space. A red ocean is full of competitors fighting over the same customers. A blue ocean is a market with no competition at all. However, it's safe to mention that blue oceans will most likely be established from existing red oceans which are redefined. The research is shocking. 39% of profits come from competitive markets. 61% come from blue ocean markets. Blue ocean companies often dominate their industries for 10 to 15 years. This book teaches you how to escape competition altogether and create a space where you are the only option. So what's a smart strategy for creating your own blue ocean? Intelligent Investor. This is the book that builds your discipline, the mindset required for real investing. Benjamin Graham introduces Mr. Market, a character who shows up daily with random offers for your stocks. Some days he's excited, some days he's depressed. But none of his mood swings change the actual value of the company. The lesson is powerful, the market is emotional, value is rational. This book trains you to ignore noise, avoid hype, and invest with patience and logic. And one principle I live by from this book, if you love a company as a customer, you'll probably love owning the stock too. Each of these books builds a different part of you. Think and Grow Rich. Your mindset. Rich Dad. Poor Dad, your money habits, how to win friends, your relationships. 0 to 1, your creativity and innovation. Blue Ocean Strategy, your strategy. The Intelligent Investor, your long-term wealth. Master these, and you don't just get richer. You become someone who creates value in every area of your life.